You don't keep eating because you're greedy or weak. You keep eating because the food in front of you was engineered by people with science degrees to switch off the one signal that's supposed to tell you to stop. Think about the last time you ate something truly fast: chips, a burger, fries, a soda. You weren't hungry an hour later. You were hungry 10 minutes later, still chewing. That isn't a flaw in you. For most of human history, food came with a built-in break. Eat enough and your body says done, and the next bite stops being pleasurable. Real food makes you full. Engineered food is designed to drive around that break. And tonight, let's look at exactly how it does it. Start with the single most important idea in the whole industry, because everything else is built on top of it. A man named Howard Moskowitz, a researcher with a PhD in experimental psychology from Harvard, was hired to solve a strange problem for food companies. How much sugar or salt or fat makes a product the most irresistible? You'd assume the answer is as much as possible. It isn't. Push sugar too high and people are repulsed. Too low and it's boring. Somewhere in the middle, there is a precise peak, the exact amount that makes your brain light up the most. Moskowitz called it the bliss point, and finding it isn't guesswork. Companies run hundreds of slightly different versions of a product past thousands of tasters, plotting the curve, hunting the peak. The drink in your hand wasn't flavored. It was optimized, tuned like an instrument to the precise point where your craving is loudest. But the bliss point only makes one bite delicious. The real trick is making the next bite, and the next, just as good. And that means defeating something your body does automatically. It's called sensory-specific satiety. In plain terms, the more you taste one single strong flavor, the less your brain enjoys it. The 10th bite of a plain boiled potato is dull, and you naturally stop. Your body uses boredom as a break. Want to feel it for yourself? Eat 10 plain crackers and notice exactly where you slow down. There's a point where your body just says enough. Now try the same thing with chips and watch that point quietly disappear. That's not in your head. That's design. Engineered food is built to never quite let you get bored. The flavors are complex, but not too complex, layered so no single note overwhelms. Sweet, then salt, then a little sour, rolling over each other so your brain never fully registers enough of this and never throws the break. The journalist Michael Moss, a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter, documented this in his book Salt, Sugar, Fat. Companies deliberately tune food to keep you from getting tired of it. Now here's where it stops feeling like food at all. There's a concept food scientists actually have a name for: vanishing caloric density. A scientist named Stephen Witherly describes it best with a cheese puff. You bite it, and it melts almost instantly on your tongue. And when food melts that fast, your brain draws a quiet, wrong conclusion: that you've barely eaten anything. The calories are real, they're significant, but the physical signal that says you just consumed something never fully arrives. So the part of your brain keeping track of how full you are gets fooled. You can eat an entire bag and feel genuinely like you've had almost nothing. That isn't an accident of the recipe. It is the recipe, and the drink beside that bag is doing something even sneakier because your body barely counts liquid calories at all. When you eat solid food, your stomach stretches, hormones fire, and your brain logs it. That was a meal. A large soda can carry as many calories as a small plate of food, but because it slides down without chewing, without bulk, your fullness system mostly shrugs and ignores it. Researchers have found that drinking your calories does almost nothing to make you eat less afterward. So the soda isn't a side. It's hundreds of calories your body was engineered to never notice, sweetened right to the bliss point, sliding straight past the break. And it goes deeper than taste, into something you'd never think to suspect: texture. Witherly points to a quality engineer's chase called dynamic contrast. A crisp, crunchy outside giving way to a soft, creamy, or gooey inside. A fried shell over melted cheese. A hard candy shell over chocolate. Our brains find that contrast endlessly interesting. It's novel with every bite, so the experience never goes flat. Even the crunch itself is engineered. In a 2005 Oxford study, scientists made people eat chips while playing back a louder, crisper crunch in their headphones. And they rated the very same chip as fresher and more pleasurable. The snap of a good chip is tuned in a lab. You're not just tasting that food. You're being played a little song in sugar and salt and sound. Now here's the part that should change how you feel. None of this, the bliss point, the rolling flavors, the vanishing density, the engineered crunch, was built to make food more nourishing. It wasn't really built to make it more enjoyable, either. Picture the goal written on the whiteboard in that lab. It isn't delicious. It's more. More grams, more bites, more the bag, per sitting, per person. Every lever points the same way. Not at your health, not even at your pleasure, but at a number on a chart that goes up when you fail to stop. Your fullness is their lost sale. And you've been handed exactly the wrong story about it. You've been told that if you can't put the bag down, it's a character flaw, that you just need more self-control. But look again at what you're up against. The fullness signal that's supposed to protect you is studied, mapped, and engineered around on purpose. This isn't you failing to resist ordinary food. This is your oldest, most basic off switch being quietly reverse engineered by people you will never meet. And then being told the broken switch is your fault. So here's what to notice the next time you're halfway through a bag you don't remember opening. Notice the feeling of wanting more even though you're not hungry. That gap between craving and need is exactly the space the engineering lives in. Notice the foods that melt to nothing and leave you somehow emptier than before. And notice the difference when you eat something real, an apple, an egg, a handful of nuts. Whole food fights back. It's bulky, it's slow, it fills you, it gets boring on purpose. And at some point your body simply says stop and means it. That stop is the thing engineered food spent billions to take away. The clearest tell isn't on the label. It's the moment you finish and feel, not satisfied but vaguely tricked. None of this means you can never enjoy it. A bag of chips isn't a moral failure, and food is one of the real pleasures of being alive. But there's a difference between choosing to enjoy something and being engineered past the point you'd have chosen to stop. So the next time the craving outlasts the hunger, when your hand reaches for more anyway, you'll know the quiet thing that's happening. Your body said enough. The food was built so you wouldn't hear it. And a hunger you can see is a hunger you can finally set down. If this changed how you see the snack in your hand, hit subscribe. There's a new one every week, and you'll never look at the everyday things around you the same way again.